Hit that. Hit that. Check that. Use this character. Yeah, so I'd say that works out. That's the one thing I've come to realize in life that I wish I was told young, like the younger me was told, was that you're never really on a search for the job that you want. It's a job that you can tolerate with the people you want to work. Dude, it's literally like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my experiences, but it really just truly comes down to who you work with. Some of my favorite jobs that I remember weren't even like the jobs I ever wanted, but they were the best crews or like the best groups of people. And then like I can remember some of my dream jobs just being miserable because the people I worked with were also miserable, and it's like this fucking sucks. It's like, why did I work so hard to get here? Dude, I remember working for a park one time, and the woman who like was in charge of the like foundation of this park had been, I can't remember, let go of basically. And the whole point of like the new team that would like in charge of everything was to defund and destroy the park that she had specifically worked on. And I worked at that park, and it was just like, bro, it's like this sucks. It's like the woman who fucking founded like the little park I'm at doesn't even like work here anymore. So why are you people mad? Leave us alone. And I've only been here for like 2 months. What do you want from me? And it's just like, this sucks, dude. I'm not dealing with the politics of park like insider bullshit. And it's just like, why did I work so hard to work at a park? Like, this sucks. It's like I had a better time serving food to drunk people. It's like those people were so fun to work with at night. Yeah. And that's the craziest part was like I went to school because my mom asked me to, and when I was done with it, it was like, okay, shit, like it's career time, baby. And it was just like, I don't I don't think this is the career I want. It's like, this sucks. And then that's really what like taught me the whole like, damn, I am just looking for a job that I can like tolerate or enjoy, but the people are like the best part about it. It's the whole like, this job's a family, but you're not told that. Usually the good jobs don't tell you that. That's the bad job. um I don't know, man. It's like that job you get told like, we take things seriously here, everybody's on time, everybody's this, everybody, you gotta fucking, and it's just like, oh dude, this sounds like it's fucking awful. And then your first day, like a guy shows up 3 minutes late, fucking drinking something with the boss, and it's just like, what the fuck, are they both late? And then they walk in and you're like, dude, we're 7 minutes late. And shit's already done. They left because they got in early, opened up because they knew the new guy was coming and they wanted to have everything ready. And it's like, damn, this is a crew. That's how you know. Called Soup. Yes! I'm gonna be honest, they fell off hard. Their first few seasons are great, bro. But I can't actually remember the characters' names. But when the main guy and the girl, the manager, after she, or no, yeah, it's after she becomes manager. When they start dating, I think it kind of fell off. But early Superstore is super funny. Um, it has good Office energy, which is funny because I've never actually watched The Office, but oh, that's because fucking Steve Carell is too good of an actor. I can't watch Steve Carell in The Office and The Way Way Back. Oh, bro, Steve Carell in The Way Way Back is one of like, I've never hated an actor more for their portrayal of a character than Steve Carell in The Way Way Back. Bro. Oh, I burnt a steak. I genuinely, if I ever see him, that is something I will talk to him about. Because oh man, that movie. That is the first time I've ever been in a theater watching a movie and actually the whole time like, Okay. Dude, yeah, who. But yeah, I know I love Superstore. Bring it full circle. Yeah, Superstore's good. But yeah, no, I don't even think I watched. I know I watched a couple of the pandemic episodes or post-pandemic. Are they post-pandemic? I don't even know. I just. But no, my mom even watched that show. It was funny enough, my mom watched it. And my mom does not watch something unless it's, like, really funny. I mean, she's got, like, exquisite taste in comedy. She's got every season of The Big Bang Theory. No, she's only got the first 3. That's comedy. So we can't eat the burnt meat. I found that out. What you doing, little baby? No, you already sat in my lap. And you were easily... No, you were easily tricked out of my lap by your sister. No more lap. If y'all need a show to watch, because you're just, you want something to watch, look for a show called Ugly Americans. You'll probably have to download it. I don't know where you can watch it. That is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, and I've struggled to find it ever since I saw it. But holy crap, it might be one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. But I had a roommate that downloaded it so we could watch it. And I've still, to this day, never seen it anywhere else. Oh, I was supposed to pick up the dung in the, whoops. Oops. Whatever. Whetstone. But alright, we're gonna... Oh, God. I gotta get this done. I need, I think, 36 Machilite ore. Which is the rarest item I think I can farm right now. And it's just like, ugh. Actually, what's crazy is I need 12 Machilite ore to do anything. I actually could make the weapons. If I got 12 more Machilite, I could actually make the weapons and armor I did last time I beat the dragon. But the whole point is to be stronger than I was last time, because that's what I do. So, like... so I have to be stronger. So we're gonna have to farm it. But we kind of found a glitch. We found a cheat. And I'm going to use that to try and force my way to an earlier... Oh, wait, shit, no! How much... I have to check how much Machilite I have. Because, yeah, we got 6 or 7 in the last recording. Which is insane. Normally I get 1, maybe 2 in a recording. And then I found out, like, I could use save states to check what items were in the ore. I could leave the area, come back, check the ore again, leave the area, come back, check, and it, like, if I got a Machilite, I'd continue on, which is 110% cheating. I understand that. But it worked. And then the last time I played, I got back-to-back runs with 3 Machilite. And then I got 1 Machilite, and then I think I fought for 1 more, or I gave up. I can't remember. Because I ended up needing more earth crystals. I'm coming. 1 second. What's wrong with you? No, you can't sit with me. cherub. There's my baby. I gotta talk to this old man. I'm petting you. How much love do I have to give you? I know. What are you doing? You're sniffing around like there's a treat, aren't ya? There's no treat, buddy. There is no treat. Did I got the Felvine, right? No. Yeah, I got it. Couldn't remember already. Brain's melted. Why? Oh, buddy. I'll try to pet you in between harvestings, but you are spoiled. I thought this camera would make you guys go away the more I pet you and pay attention to you, but you guys don't mind. You guys are like exceptions to the cat rule. Like every cat only has like it's got a tolerance limit. You can only pet a cat for so long before it bites you. No, not these guys. Not my babies. Look, he's just gonna lay down. It's what he wants. Spank your butt. Spank your butt. Don't show your butt on camera. It's not this kind of stream. Put that away. Spank your butt. Shit. Shit. So yeah, if I ever play this game again on the online version, I'm totally making the armor that keeps me from getting robbed. I didn't even know that was an option. But it's not the best armor, so I'm gonna wear the best armor. Oh, and we got robbed. Okay, come on. Oh shit, we're getting good stuff. Well, not like actually good stuff. We didn't get a single god bug, but we got a lot of stuff. Oh, his tail's starting to flick. He's annoyed I haven't pet him in a moment. I'll pet you in a second. He'd be so mad if he knew I was paying attention to other cats. So, I think I might skip this spot. But let's see. Let's see if this will determine it. Well, I think I do need nitro shrooms. Alright, so we're hitting the spot. Okay. I think we also do need nitro shrooms, so we'll need to check this when we get back. Let's go! Hit the next spot. Nice. So again, yeah, the special mushrooms give us money. Because you can't actually do anything with them. They just take they take them at the end of the quest when you turn everything in. And I think they're 80 bucks a piece. So they're not bad, but every quest costs money to do, which is ridiculous. I don't like that idea, but it's a mechanic. Oh, I forgot. I shouldn't. Okay, I should repair my weapon here. I keep forgetting that. It doesn't matter that much, but it is optimal, and I'd like to be optimal. But shoot, yeah, I gotta think about that. Excuse me. There we go. I needed that earth crystal. Alright, so... Ooh. Do I want to test it now or later? I can now make the best weapons possible on both ends of the spectrum. Do we have any Monster Hunter players here? You don't have to answer that, even if you are like an expert on monster hunting. Don't feel obligated, but I'm stuck in a pickle. I can't decide if I want to do dual blades or greatsword. Greatsword looks like it looks like such an obvious choice, but I don't play this game enough. But the greatsword does almost 3 times the damage of the dual blades. However, the dual blades are faster, and I didn't know this, they have something called the Demon Dance, where they buff your attack, and then you can also do a combo with them. Oh, he just jumped down. I haven't figured out how to do the combo yet, but like, shit, let me kick the chair over there. It sounds like if I do Demon Dance with a demon drug, I could be fucking shit up. And I like the sound of that. But I don't know. I also don't want it to be like I invest in it and then all of a sudden somebody's just like, oh yeah, dude, that greatsword turns into... I don't even think it turns into that good of one. So I probably should just go with the dual blades. I probably should just go with the dual blades. How am I looking? Not looking bad. Whatever. Fuck it. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having fun. We're going to be playing 2 hours of Monster Hunter, as I usually do. And then we'll probably play 2 hours of Rogue Galaxy. And then I'll have to see what time it is. But if my... Yeah, I think... I don't actually know how long my mom's going to be on for. She's in the neighborhood. Which, again, we specifically moved to a neighborhood where she could run. But she's doing 12, so I don't know how long she's going to be out there. Well, I could probably guesstimate, but I don't know. I don't like to guesstimate because then I feel bad when she doesn't get back when I expect. Because then I'm like, oh, like what happened? And then she's like, what do you mean what happened? And it just doesn't start well. So I try not to assume anything, and I'm just like, how did your run go? And it goes better that way. Because I'm just not equipped for conversation in that regard. I just don't think of the way words mean because I could be on the spectrum in that regard, but I think I'm just bad at conversation. I think it's that simple. I do believe I am on the spectrum, as it is a spectrum. If you're going to be a color, you have to be on the rainbow. But I just don't think I'm on that specific piece of the spectrum. I think I just suck at conversation. I think I'm just bad. Oh, what? How did I just hit? Okay, how did I hit him? That wasn't right. That didn't feel good. That felt undeserved. But I don't know if anybody is big chillin', hanging out specifically for Monster Hunter. But we can make the best weapons now, so we can do the comparisons. I don't think I'm actually going to lock in on the comparisons until I can make the armor. And then I can do dragon fights to compare them. But if anybody wants to see the different weapons. Oh, nice. I need to do that for all the fish I've caught in Dark Cloud, but I've not done it. I really need to do it, because as soon as I do it, we'll officially have like a rough something or other for like fish stats. I wouldn't call it like an actual loot table for the fish, because again, then even within then I'll have to go through and like determine like, oh, I caught these fish with max stats, these ones with these stats, but like, I don't know. I think it'll give us an idea, but I got like 5 or 6 episodes into like my own recordings and realized like, oh shit, I've caught a lot of fish. And then realized that I had like 300 hours of just me fishing. And it was like, oh wait, bro, I'm gonna fill up notebooks with this information. It's like, I don't know if I want to do this. And I actually did spend a good amount of time doing it while shiny hunting, but it became too overwhelming, and then I realized I wasn't streaming as much as I could be because I was writing about fish in my own journal, and it was just like, bro, it was like, this is kind of ruining it for me. So I gave up. I feel kind of bad that I gave up on it because I still have the notebook, so I could pick it up anytime, but like I don't want to do it. Alright, I don't have to use this, but I'm gonna be bougie about it. Alright, so let's cheat. And I think I could actually cheat the Maka-Light into the game, but I don't want to do... Oh, I dropped a bunch of frames. Wonderful. But I don't want to do that. So we're going to cheat this way. Iron ore is good. We need iron ore. Earth crystals are really good. We need whetstones. I'm not sure how many. But we... Maka-Light. Maka-Light's the thing we need. 2023 is apparently when I started shining hunting. I got... Oh, it's... Okay, my pickaxe broke. Maka-Light. Maka-Light. Let's go. Huge. Depending on how you count shiny hunting, I don't know when I started. If you count breeding shiny Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y with the shiny charm, I started hunting in like 2015 or 2016. Pretty much whenever X and Y came out. Because that's when I got into shiny hunting, because I caught my first ever shiny as a horde encounter. And then I was just like, oh shit, bro, like, check this out. And then I hosted like a little gathering with my friends, and we were all gonna start learning how to like get shinies and breed them. And like I had looked it all up. We all had our destiny knots, we all had our Everstones, and we were all ready. And one of my friends had decided he was gonna breed Riolus, and he was like, it's so funny how this is honestly such a crazy story. But he was the only one at the party, that didn't have his Pokemon ready. Like, he didn't have any IVs. He didn't even have a nature decided. And we were like ragging on him, like, bro, like, you're fucking, like, you're playing catch up. Like, come on, dude. Like, we're all ready to go. And he actually bred a shiny Riolu within, like, it was like within 10 eggs or something like that. I don't know if it was the first batch or the second batch. But he literally was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, like, had this stupid look on his face, and then went, is this what it looks like? And had the little yellow fucker, and it ended up being Timid, of all things. And we were all, oh, dude, we were all so salty. But yeah, he had it within minutes. And it was just like, ugh. It was so crazy. But I bred a ton in X and Y. And then I bred a lot more in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But at a certain moment, I remember going, dude, this was easy in X and Y. And then it was just like, I didn't want to switch back because it was just like, well, I don't even play anybody. It's just like, I just collect these things. And I didn't touch shiny hunting until John Stone said I would get my shiny Ghastly during my Professor Oak challenge. And he lied! What? Dude, Dry is just meowing at me. Give me one. I have to something. I have to figure something out for him. What? Come here. fucked up, dude. You fucked up. You fucked up, bro. Yep. You fucked up. He cried, and then I got mad, and the other two cats are in here now, and they're looking at his new fort that he just got, and they're gonna take it. They were out there sleeping, and he pissed me off, so now they're... Oh my god, June's on her... What? Yep. June's trying to figure out a back way into his fort so she can fucking... Dude, you shouldn't have bitched. You should have just sat next to me. Yep, yep. JoJo's giving him the 1,000-yard stare from the entrance. She's just gonna wait him out. June's trying to find the backside to his fucking fort so she can come in. Bro, you should have just... Ugh. That was a good run. That was a good run. 2 Mochalite, armors. We got 4 seeds, 2 armor, 2 power. Oh, yep. Yep. He's out of the fort already. JoJo stared him down, and he... Oh my god, she stared him down. And I think he's too dumb to figure out how to get back in. Oh god. Now he figured it out. My god, dude. You guys are ridiculous. Yep. Oh, we need to buy some, Shoot, I need Felvine. Take items out. How am I doing? Ooh, filling up. Mochalite. 31. Okay, so what did I say I needed? I'm probably gonna do the dual blades. I don't want to do the dual blades, but now that I know they have the demon dance, and there's apparently a combo. I don't know what the combo is, but I'm excited. But let me do the math real quick. So what is it? It's 62, I think. So it's 26 plus 36. Yeah, it's 62. So, we're halfway. That's crazy. But those are the grinds I do, baby. So here's what I'm hoping is going to speed everything up, though. Is, as you've noticed, I'm doing the quest where I cook meat and turn in the meat. But I cook 10. Well, actually, I used to cook 10, collect 10. Well, I'm cooking all of the meat that I brought. And then eventually we're going to use all of the meat that I've kept. And we're just going to speed run through even faster. Now, it's not going to be that fast. It's not going to be crazy fast. But I think it's going to save like 5 minutes. And then again, cutting out collecting the meat is like save like 5-ish minutes. So it'll be 10 minutes faster, which is big, but again, it's not like the craziest thing ever. But I feel like it's a good strategy. It's the strategy I use, and I don't know. As far as I'm aware, like probably the 3rd person to ever do this, and the 2nd person to ever record themselves doing it, I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Monster Hunter. I wish I knew more about these games, but there's a lot to learn, man. Oh, whoops. Oh, that was wasted. Alright, so we'll have to use that up. Oops. But yeah, that's interesting to think about. Because it's all on my Instagram. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. The first Pokemon I ever tried to actually shiny hunt, though, was actually a Cobalion. Cobalion? Cobalion. Cobalion. Cobalion? I don't know if I've ever actually said it. And I gave up so quick. But X and Y, when I finally caught my first shiny in a horde, and then I got into breeding, dude, I loved it. The mechanics. It was like, you bred your Pokemon until you had one with the nature you wanted, and then you bred them until you had the IVs you wanted with Destiny Knot. Oh, I fucked that up. And then, oh wait, what did the Everstone do? Was the Everstone for nature? I think the Everstone was for nature. And then once you had your Pokemon, you'd throw in that fucking Ditto or whatever. And then just try. You had your perfect Pokemon in there holding its Everstone. I think, no. How did you do it? Actually, I think if you got lucky enough and you had, well, I think those were mostly modded. If you had a Ditto with 5 IVs that were perfect, it was probably modded. So it was normally, I think, the Ditto that held the Everstone for nature, if you were lucky. And then, you had your good Pokemon hold the Destiny Knot to trade over the IVs. And that's how you basically went about it. And then you'd breed as many eggs as you could tolerate. And you'd go to Luminois City and you'd put something in your, oh god, wow, that was weird. That was such a brain fart. Wow. I'm pretty sure I just hit the buttons to catch a fish in Dark Cloud. That was weird. That was so weird. I'm almost certain I just hit the buttons to catch a fish in Dark Cloud. And I just burnt a steak. Wow, I'm off my game. Ooh, not good. But man, I loved X and Y. It's just, again, towards the end, I realized, like, I'm really just collecting these things. And I liked collecting them. And, like, now I realize, like, shit, that's fine. But people were always just like, well, what do you do with them? It's just like, I don't know. What do I have to do with them? Like, do I have to do anything with them? As much as I love the aquarium, I think I'm gonna move it. To above me. Should I do below me? Does it really matter? I feel like I do the aquarium below me more often. Sorry about that. Oh, nice. It's a good deal. It's an offer you can't refuse. I have all my brother's games. Which... Dude, wow, I am just... that's one thing I hate about this fucking minigame. It's like, I am just a little off, but it's enough. Alright, we gotta go get 4 more. I threw away the spit just instinctively last time, and that fucked me over. So I'm gonna try to not do that this time. Can I make it? Oh, can I make it? Make it. Nice. Get them both. Nice, I got them. Oh, nice. Yeah, my brother got rid of pretty much every Pokemon game he had except for White and White 2. And that's because I have them. But we were... I don't even know what to say. I was gonna say we were big into trading away our games, but it was just because we had to. Like, if you got a Pokemon game, there was, I mean, again, there was no getting any other game. So if you wanted to get Emerald or something like that, you most likely traded in your Ruby to get Emerald, and then you would get Diamond or something like that, and then you trade in your Diamond to get Platinum later. And then if there was ever another game you wanted, you traded in both. It's just, it's not that we didn't see the value in them, it was just, I don't know. Our parents didn't buy us games. So, like, you had to, like, really consciously pick your once-a-year game, and it was almost always Pokemon. Pokemon was almost always the best, like, hey, so there's a new console and game, and it's like, pick one for birthday, pick one for Christmas. And it's like, bro, like, okay. Again, I always talk about it. It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't want to bitch about my child. And then like, once my parents were separated and angry, then it became a competition, and I got more of things. And oh my god, sometimes I'd get double of games, and then I would trade away the extras. And I look back at that, and I hate my younger self. But like, bro, again, can you imagine teleporting back in time and telling your younger self like, Pokemon stuff will be worth thousands in the future. Don't open your cards now. Shut the fuck up, crazy man. Like, bullshit. You're gonna rob me later, aren't you? You just want the cards in my closet, you freak. Like, I would never believe somebody if they told me that. This dude's trying to get in my house. But I do still have yellow. I have to actually look up there. I think I have 2. I can't see them from here. I think I have 2 yellows. Let me actually look. I have enough time. The timer's freaking me out, but I know I have enough time. I have cards that would be worth a fortune now if I took better care of them. Yeah, see, that's the saddest thing about my thing is like I lost mine to a flood, so like I didn't even fucking like my cards were all in like not the protectors, but like decent enough sleeves, like the big page ones, not good protectors, but like yeah, dude, mine didn't stand a chance. They got flooded. But you couldn't have convinced me. I'm sorry for you, but younger me was stupid. But I actually have these, but they're cooked. I gotta fix them. And I'm scared. But they're all legit. They're from my childhood. You've also never seen my Pokemon stuff. I have, well, that's Final Fantasy 3. That's not Pokemon. But I do not have cases for these, but I have White, and then White 2 and Soul Silver. Those all actually have trainer IDs hunted on them already. Those are ready to be shiny starter hunted, but I haven't gotten around to it because of Crystal. If I ever learn how to fix DSs, I have these. But they don't work. But 2 of them, if I can fix them, 2 of them are fucking slotted, so I can play fucking GBA games on them. Yeah, and my Soul Silver save is 4567, or 34567, and then this one kills me. This is a DSi, but again, I'd have to fix it. But I put stickers on it. We got this letter in the mail that talked about how like a wolf dies every like X amount of minutes, and it came with a bunch of wolf stickers. And I was like, why would they send this fucking letter with stickers? Like every time I'm gonna look at these stickers, I'm gonna think about a dead wolf. So I put a bunch of stickers on my DS. Oh, dude, it's still got a fucking fresh snap, too. It's just... I thought all these DSs were in one of my boxes when I moved, but it turns out they were in our storage box, which was out in the desert, not protected, and I'm pretty sure it cooked fucking everything. Nothing works. It's pretty bad, but... yeah. But if I could get them fixed, I would have 4 Game Boys to hunt on, and I have games, so I could hunt more, but... Yeah, they don't work. Oh, and then this is my baby. I've had this since it came out. I waited in line for this thing. And then I sold it to a friend so that he could get his girlfriend a really nice birthday present. And then they broke up years later. And I 100% messaged her if I could buy all of it back for slightly more. And she sold it to me. And I feel like a fucking psychopath for that. But all my Pokemon were gone. And I was kind of sad. But I'm back into Pokemon. But yeah, all my super cool Pokemon were gone. And I'm missing one Pokemon game from when I sold everything to her, and it's Generation 6. And I just, in my heart, I hope she stole everything from me, and it's still alive on this one save where she was just like, fuck you, bro. I'm keeping this shit. Fuck you. And all my Pokemon are alive and well on an X version or Y. Because actually, no, I'm missing X and Y. And I hope that she has both those copies somewhere and just like, you, I'm keeping your Pokemon. Because everything was wiped except for, it was like just barely into what, the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire save. And it was just like, huh. It's like, this is like, what is this? And then one day I realized it was like, oh, this is just barely far enough to trade. And I realized, wait, it's like almost all of these are just barely far enough to trade. And I was like, why would she? And I was just like, wait, I wonder if she traded everything off, restarted saves, and then started trading like starters and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, dude, I wonder if she kept 2 saves with like everything that I had collected. And it's like, in my heart, I hope they still exist. So like, I keep it that way. But let me put this stuff away real quick. Oh, and I didn't show these off. Um, this is my original copy that I got back from her. The only reason I don't think she kept everything is because she didn't keep this. She kept X and Y, but she traded this back. And I would have kept this. But again, I don't know if she knew this was the better game to keep. But she traded this back, kept X and Y. Um, bro, I bought these for 30 bucks a piece. Is that a steal? I feel like that's a steal. 60 bucks for these? I mean, this is definitely the inferior game, but like, they're the same price. That's good, right? I feel like that's good. I'm still so heartbroken. I reset over that fucking trainer ID. Every time I look at the box and I think about playing it, it just fucking, oh my, I'm feeling it now. It breaks my heart that I didn't keep that trainer ID. But I was in a very, very dark, very sad place at that time. I don't specifically remember exactly what was going on, but I was pretty much looking at quitting streaming because I didn't think anybody took me seriously, because I was just like, I was doing all this cool stuff in the Dark Cloud community, and it was just like, why won't anybody talk to me? Why won't anybody, like, why is nobody from the community, like, show up and talk to me about my discoveries and stuff? And it was before I'd realized that they were basically ghosting and, like, trying to fucking lock me out. But I was just like, dude, I want to be taken seriously. And it was like, I don't even know, man. 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, I'm playing Pokemon in my room, Ultra Sun, and I roll 420 666 as the trainer ID. And I look at it, I take a picture, I laugh, and then I'm like, bro, I don't want people to fucking harass me for, ooh, fucking, look at that funny weed number. And it was like, I want to be taken seriously. People don't even take my trainer ID seriously when I post now. It's like, I gotta get something good. I gotta get something better than that. Bro, I don't know why I ever valued fucking people who make fun of you for your trainer ID on Pokemon forums, but like, I'm so sad about my, my own mind. My own mind got to me, and I was just like, you can do better. And it's like, bro, that's so fucking good. You should have just kept it. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? It's like, honestly, the only sad part is you didn't name your character Shaggy or something. Like, damn, bro. But I think about trying to cheat it in sometimes. Because, like, I did get it. And if I got it, I could just finally start the shiny hunt for Rowlet. But I know in my heart's heart that if I cheated it, I wouldn't feel good about it. It would feel like I'm playing on an emulator. And I wouldn't like it. But I don't think I'll ever get it again. I don't think I'll ever beat it. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And then it reminds me that I beat myself up all the time. To the point where I do shit like that. Because I think about theoretical people who don't exist harassing me. Which is sad because they don't exist, but they do. Because people are shitty. Oh, is this it? Oh no, it's the fucking beehive. Wait, where is he? Where's little man? Oh, he's over here. Sometimes little man hides in the beehive and you can't get the bees. Or the honey. And it sucks. But he actually hasn't done it this playthrough. Which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's my Pokemon collection. It's... Oh, I forgot to close my cabinet. It's pretty nice. It's not massive. It could be way bigger if I had kept all my games and just been more patient and actually like waited for my parents every year to be like, ah, I'll get this game. Okay, if I keep waiting, I can wait and I'll just get the other best version. But I was an impatient, shitty little kid. Oh, I was mashing X. I wanted the next game, but again, if I'd been more patient, I would probably just gotten like Emerald, Platinum. Black 2 and White 2 is a little bit of a different situation, but I didn't. And then by the time X and Y came out, I was buying my own games. Oh my god, that is so funny looking. I don't feel like getting the herbs right now. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. But one thing I would actually like to check out is she had Monster Hunter 4 installed on the 3DS, but I'd have to switch back to her account, I think, to access it, and I don't really want to do that. I don't really feel like doing that. Oh man, I do need to get moving on Crystal though. I keep trying. I usually play on Saturday and Sunday when I watch your streams, but then like I don't know, man. I play late at night and early in the morning when I don't have anything else to do. But I can only get like an hour in at a time now. It's I think a minute and like 10 seconds, minute and 15 seconds for a Celebi reset. So, like, it's not terrible, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, dude, it's gonna take me forever. I don't know if I'll ever finish this run. I'm gonna try, obviously, but I got Celebi to catch, I got Weezing to catch, I got Gloom to catch, Houndoom to catch, and then Staryu to catch. I'll be down. I'll be down to hang. I want to get Celebi done, because if I get Celebi done, I can beat the Elite Four, and I can catch Misdreavus, and then I will be officially done with the Professor Oak Challenge. And I can be happy about it. I can be totally done with the Professor Oak Challenge. The only thing I would have left to do is trade, but I can't trade because I don't have multiple 3DSs. And I'm not doing a traded run. If I was doing a traded run, I'd have to go back in time because I didn't get Gengar on everybody. If I ever got a second 3DS, I would 110% just give up on my current run and start a new one. And do a traded run. Although, I would probably do gold or... Oh, no. I would probably do a crystal hybrid. I would probably get a modded 3DS if I ever did. And do... Oh. I almost might just emulate that. Because with an emulator, I could actually turn off... Ugh, but I don't like shiny hunting on emulator. Oh, but I could do a Professor Oak challenge. Professor Oak challenge on emulator would actually be fun. That's a good one. He sounds strong. We get rid of the Firefly. Get rid of that. And we keep going. Yeah, my first shiny was just it was a Wishmer, just totally on accident while playing X and Y. This is a terrible one. There we go. There's something decent. But my first shinies that I actually meant to catch were 2019, again, right after John Stone had, like, released his video. Because I was just like, oh, shit, bro. Gen 2's on the 3DS? Like, I'm buying that. And then, like, I literally was like, oh, dude, I'm getting this Ghastly. I'm getting this Ghastly. I'm getting this Ghastly. And I got a fucking shiny Rattata. And it was like, this is fucking dumb. So I named it Silverfang because I was literally watching One Punch Man Season 2 at the time, I think. I'd have to check the timeline. But I was watching that, and then I was just like, well, this is stupid. Like, this isn't even the optimal place to grind. Like, I'm just gonna go grind in fucking the unknown area because nobody had figured out that I think it was morning time was actually better somewhere else. But anyways, I caught a shiny unknown. And I was just like, oh, dude, I'm mad now. Like, this is bullshit. I'm mad. This is fucking bullshit. I've caught 2 shinies and neither of them with a fucking Ghastly. So then I spent 8 months hunting Ghastly, like 8 hours a day during the pandemic. And finally, one morning at the fucking laundromat, I got it. Actually, now that I think about it, I caught 2 of my shinies at the laundromat. I got shiny Ghastly and I got shiny Eevee at the laundromat. Did I hit this spot? My brain's mush. I can't remember. Yeah, we got it. I hit it. But shiny Eevee was a lot of fun. It was scary too. Because it was like, bro... Like, what if it's not true? What if shiny Eevee can have different HP values than 52 and 55? It's like everything online, everybody's saying that's how you should hunt shiny Eevee. 52 or 55, male. And it finally, when I got a 55 male and I clicked on it and it was shiny, I just remember thinking like, and my mom freaked out because again, we're sitting at the fucking scary ass laundromat at like, it was probably 3 in the morning because it was back when my mom went with me. And I scared the shit out of her, but I just remember being so excited because it was the 55. I remember being so excited. And then I proceeded to duplicate it. And I can't remember how long after, but I remember Sonics said that he was doing the hunt. And then he finally got it. And I remember I wrote a message and I was just like, oh my gosh, are you going to duplicate it so that you can get all the Eevee evolutions? And he was like, no, I think that devalues them. And I just remember thinking, well, if you're not going to hunt them, what's the point? Like, you should just have them. But I remember thinking, like, oh, well, maybe that's a hint that he's going to hunt all of them in a future video. But he never did. And I just remember thinking, like, bro, you should have duplicated it. But I have learned to respect that some people just don't see the game that way. And that's a me thing. But... again, I grew up with the duplication glitch. Like, that was the thing in my friend group when Gen 2 was a thing. You duplicated your Pokemon. Everybody had Master Balls, everybody had a bunch of Dragonites, everybody had everything. Dude, I grew up learning to do the duplication glitch on Crystal. I didn't even know there were different timings for the longest time. It cracks me up when people say they can't do the glitch on Crystal just because, like, I didn't know. I grew up with Crystal because I was a younger brother, so, like, that was my introduction was, Yellow and Crystal. Because as my brother moved on, because again, we got rid of our old games for the new one, and so he had Crystal and Yellow, and I got to play those. And then my first game was Ruby, and then I remember selling Ruby to get Emerald and thinking, like, bro, this sucks. It's not even that different. And then I got to the Battle Frontier and being like, oh, yeah, I see why he does this. It's definitely worth it. And, yep, I sold my Diamond for Platinum, and then I kind of got out for Black and White too, and that's why I have my brother's copies instead of my copies, because I don't even remember playing them. So it might have been like a thing where like I went to go buy them and then like I canceled, or I did buy them and I just turned them in for something. I don't know. But I don't even like remember having my own copies for those. But I do remember playing them like when they came out because my friend, it was the last time I remember playing with my friend ever, because we always pick different versions from each other. And I got Archeops this time because I remember thinking he looked so cool. And I still love Archeops to this day. But his Caracosta just fucking trashed my Archeops. And I just remember thinking, like, dude, this is it. Like, I'm done. Like, I picked Ruby, and you picked Sapphire, and you made a fool of me. And, like, you made a fool of me in Heart Gold, Soul Silver because you learned about Schmogan, or Smogan. You learned about Smogan before me, and you learned how to build teams and whatnot, and, like, all this other stuff, and, dude, it was just like, it was just like, I'm done. It was like, I've picked the wrong version, I didn't know about battling, it's like, I'm tired of getting beat up in Pokemon. Which is funny because then I would get super into Showdown years later. This was after I gave up breeding on X and Y, and I was just like, I'm just gonna play fucking Simulator. Like, why doesn't everybody just play Simulator all day? But again, I learned that some people like to actually hunt those Pokemon. And then I learned people actually play in tournaments where you have to hunt the Pokemon, and it was like, ew, Game Freak, help these people. Alright, we dropped some frames, but we aren't dropping this Machilite. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that was weird. That sounded weird. But now my OCD has, like, fully creeped in when I play Pokemon, and I can't really enjoy anything after Gen 2, because when I look at a Pokemon, I'm like, ooh, oh, bad nature, but okay. And I know deep down that the nature doesn't matter. But in my hunting heart, my hunter's heart, I want a good nature, bro. And then, like, even if I get a good nature, I'm like, bro, 0 on attack and speed IVs? Come on, what are we doing here? Bullshit. And then, like, that's, again, eventually I got to the point where I was just like, oh, fuck. My trainer ID sucks. And then I started trainer ID hunting. And then I realized anything after Gen 4 keeps track of your starting date. And it was the middle of the pandemic when I got into all this. So, bro, 2/20/2020, because I'm in America, so we do our calendars with the month first. But 2/20/2020 was like the first date in Pokemon like hunting for trainer IDs where I like nailed something big. And I remember thinking like, oh yeah, this is addicting. This is addicting. Machilite! Double again. I'm loving this shit. Hell yeah, dude. Propel me forward. How much did I say I needed? We were at 31. I needed 62. So 31. We needed 31 more. rid of the mystery bone. So I'm trying to do math. If we have all those cooked meats, we should be good. I'll need to do 30 more. Okay, how many runs? Dude, I think I said I had 40 runs worth of meat. I think we're good. If we just get one Machilite every run, I think I actually have enough. Oh, that worked out perfectly. I think I farmed just enough. Once we're done farming the cooked meat, it's grinding time. Because again, I won't have to do anything. I'll already have the meat cooked and ready. We'll just have to complete the mission. And I actually think it's possible for me to go like this. Items. And I can... Oh, it says deliver. Okay. I don't know. I thought I could just deliver that anywhere, but maybe not. Maybe I misunderstood. I was supposed to get you and your friend. Your friend didn't even see you die, bro. That's sad. Bro didn't even get witnessed. Nope. I'm done farming raw meat. Oh, dude, this is gonna be crazy. So I'm pretty sure, I'll have to check my PS2 playthrough. I'm pretty sure on the PS2 playthrough, I farmed the best armor and gave up on the best weapons. Because if I remember correctly, I got to the Assassin's Dagger, and I was like, wait, it can upgrade even further. And I was like, oh, wait, no, it upgrades into a worse weapon. Okay, no, I'm good. That's dumb. And then eventually I learned that the guy who I watched this video from didn't go that weapon path because in his game, which is the Japanese version, the dual blades don't even exist in Monster Hunter 1 because it's the Japanese version. They exist in the American version. Well, I shouldn't say that. The English version. Because I think it's the UK version as well, which is PAL. Anyways, I don't know that much. I shouldn't be saying this. I don't know it. Anyways, I'm just speculating. Or assuming. Not really speculation. Anyways, I started looking into the dual blades, and that's when I learned, like, oh shit, I could build these up even more, and they actually get better than the weapon I have now. But I was like, oh shit, that's a lot of Machilite. Well, then I started looking into other weapons for Rathalos, because I was like, well, shit, if I get these dual blades, I could farm Rathalos parts and actually make the Rathalos swords. And then as I was looking through Rathalos swords, I ended up finding the, what's it called? I ended up finding the, katana I'm using now, and I was like, oh shit, this takes Machilite too. And that's how I ended up in the predicament I am now, because I was like, shit, I didn't know these swords even existed. But the dual blade doesn't exist at all in the Japanese version. But again, I don't know why he didn't use the katana. He must just, I don't think he likes great swords, but he definitely, or I don't think he likes great swords, but he definitely uses long swords in some of his other videos. But I don't know if he's a great sword user. And again, everybody's different. So like, it could just simply be that, yeah, he doesn't like the great sword. And that's why he didn't do this. But he also didn't do some other stuff that I feel like was super obvious to me to do. But again, maybe he just didn't care to because it takes so much grinding. Also, did I just put all my Felvine away? I did, but we only have... Oh, wow. We are low on Felvine. So 30, yep, 33. All right. Bro, it's going to take forever, but whatever. We got this. We got this. I feel like I'm at the end of the episode. I'm gonna test. Oh, I might get kicked. Oh, there goes.